In this edition of the Mind Map, I want to show how very practical the course is in terms of what we experience in life as persons, as bodies in the world, uh, and and how you shift your consciousness from being strictly here, where there's a great deal of suffering, to going back to the mind and remembering you're a dreamer. So just to review quickly, there are three levels of mind here. This is you could call this God mind, infinite mind, spirit being. Um, it's reality, and everything below that top line of that first level of mind is dream. Okay, so this level here is really where the action is. It's where all the dreams are occurring, is here in this dreamer. And this dreamer finds two thoughts in this mind, and one leads to an entire thought system. That's the wrong mind. We call it the wrong mind simply because it is full of pain. And that's why I have the keyword pain here. That's the keyword for the wrong mind. Think pain. And then in the right mind, think peace. So this is the correction for this. But the dreamer, that's all of us as one, chose and are still choosing the wrong mind. And there's a great deal of pain and guilt and suffering in that mind. And to get rid of it and to run away from it, it projects forms into the world of time and space. And those forms are what we think of us. And it fragments its consciousness. And so each of us thinks that we are a real person centered in a body, and we develop a personality and a self. And I was struck by there's a phrase in the Course that says that the ego's range is from suspiciousness to viciousness. That's the only, way that it can go. And so suspiciousness would be when your life is going pretty good and you got things kind of under control and nothing's really blown up. Though you do have that little feeling of maybe this is too good to be true. I wonder if something bad might happen. There's always that nervousness. That's a suspiciousness. And then things blow up, and you're into the viciousness. It could be a vicious condition in your body, or something in a relationship that blows up, or you lose your job, or you crash your car, or whatever it is, or the stock market tanks. So that's the only range of our existence in the world, and we are imprisoned in that, and we go back and forth. So I follow the stock market since I have investments, and I have for many years, not closely, but enough to be aware of the tremendous volatility and the up and down and the up and down. And the CNN business website has what they call the fear and greed index. So this is the ego's range showing up in the stock market, which is really fascinating. So what they're saying happens, and it's really capturing the emotional mood of the stock market. So let's say you have a big down. You're into fear. So everybody looks at the news and they look at COVID, or they look at the war, or whatever it is. So they're in fear, and the stocks tank. They sell. Everybody sell. Oh, quick! We got to get our money out. Okay. Then things kind of settle down a little bit, and then the prices are so good. I better buy. I better invest now while the prices are low. And here comes greed. So now greed is going to take us up until the next cycle when we go down with fear. Fear, greed, fear, greed, fear, greed. So this is the ego's range in the world, and it applies in every area of our lives, no matter what. So as long as we're locked into being a body, being a person. That's what life is going to be like. It's always been like that, and it'll always be like that. So the Course says you don't need to learn through pain, but we really do, because we're not motivated unless we suffer enough. So when you lose all your money, or everybody leaves you, or everybody dies, or whatever, and you've suffered enough, you say, like Bill Thetford said to Helen Schuckman, there must be another way. So it's that point of there's got to be another way. There's got to be a way out of this horrible suffering of my life, which is because it's meaningless, or it's chaotic, or it's my body's filled with pain, or whatever it is. Then we are willing to open up and let a little bit of light in. Now, this is really happening up here. So the dreamer has completely bought the story of separation, and it's broken itself into all these little bits of consciousness. And there's great suffering that's going on down here. And finally, it says there must be another way. Well, there is another way. It's sitting right here. It's never gone away. It's always been there. And this is like a light that just shines. It's always shining. So when we've had enough of suffering in the darkness, then we reach out and we let a little bit of light come in. Okay, so what that light does is it's not going to come down here in the world and fix things. It's not going to make the stock market go back up again. It's not going to make that person who abandoned you come back and say, oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Forgive me. It's not going to work that way. But how you view those things that are happening down there. So now this prison, we're going to have a different range. Because up here at this level of mind, your range is from pain to peace. That's a much better range, much better set of options than fear and greed, which is no fun in the world. So this is the value of having this teaching, or this mind map of the levels of mind, to carry it with you in your head, or in your mind, not in your head, to carry it with you so that you can apply absolutely anything that's going on down here. So now the choice is, I don't have to be a body just being filled with projections of guilt and sin and wanting to blame everybody. Now I can align myself with light. The Course talks about the alignment with light. So here's the light shining. So now I'm going to let myself be guided. I'm going to look out on the things, the stock market going up and down and up and down, and I'll remember I'm a dreamer. This is my dream. I'm doing this. No one's doing it to me. I am not a victim of the world I see. So that's the first part of process.